Hello and welcome back to Cracking the Cryptic for, well, I get a snake puzzle to do today, and Simon normally gets those for some reason. I don't know why that is, but I'm looking forward to it. Now, do think about checking out our apps. They are all fully up to date now. 7 apps, different types of Sudoku, 100 handcrafted Sudokus in each, hints available on each puzzle, which we have done at great labor, but to help you learn more about Sudoku and find your way through some brilliant handcrafted puzzles. We do recommend them. They're all on the links in the description field, along with Sven's SUDOKU PAD and how to get to Discord and how to join our Patreon, where you still have 5 days left to complete the equal sum lines competition. And actually, this is an equal sum lines puzzle in some way as well. So I'm going to read the rules. This is by Andreas V. I think we've done 2 or 3 by him before on the channel, and I am looking forward to this because normal Sudoku rules apply. A snake passes through every box exactly once. It doesn't touch itself, not even diagonally. I think Andreas's original rules said it's not a naughty snake, so it doesn't do that, which is something to do with something going on in Simon's mind. The snake's cells sum to the same sum in every box. So it passes through every box once, and the sum in every box is the same. Okay. In each box, the snake must include a digit that represents the length of the snake in that box. Oh, if a box has given digits, one of them includes the length in that box and therefore must be included in the snake. So if the snake was summing to 15 in every box, then it might be those 4 cells in box 3. Oh no, it might not. Well, if it was summing to 15, it would have to be 5 cells. It could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, including the 5. Okay. If a box has given digits, as I said, one of them gives the length in that box and must therefore be included in the snake. Oh, that's interesting. We don't often get puzzles which use the given digits as having a special property. But yeah, I mean, for instance, in that box, 5 must be the length because it is the given digit. Okay, well, I hadn't understood the rules when I put them in the software, but I've understood them now. So I am looking forward to this. Do give it a try on the link under the video, but I am going to start now. And okay, let's start by putting that and the 6 and that 7 on the snake. And I'm going to color them as the yellow flash to show that they are the given digit in the box that represents the length. Oh, of course. Yeah, the total on the snake is not going to be 45, which I can tell you this secret today is the sum of every box in a Sudoku, because 1 to 9 add up to 45. Same for every row and column. 9 is not going to be the given digit because if that was the sum, it would be 45, and it would have to be 9 in every box, and the snake couldn't work. It's all just nonsense. So the 4 is the given digit here. It can't be 1 because there's a 7 in this box. So 4 there. And now we've got a start. Oh. Yeah, I mean, there's 7 digits here that add up to the sum. It's got to be at least 28. So it's not a 2 here. That's a 5. It's not a 3 here either. Oh, 28. Ah, 28 is the number. Bingo. Because of this 4. 28 is the minimum for 7 cells to add up to 28 in this box. 28 is the maximum for 4 cells, including a 4, because the others can be 9, 8, 7. So, bingo, we know that 28 is the number, the equal sum line number. Right, this 7 is huge actually, isn't it? It's either got to be, it can't use the middle cell. It must go around it. If you have coloured the middle cell snake colour, I don't know why I've chosen purple. I think that's what Simon always uses. You just couldn't make the snake not touch itself. So 7 there means, I think it means all the corners are used. It's either that, a C, a backward C, an N, or a U. Yeah, all the corners are used. They're all on the snake. These ones contain a 9 and an 8 that aren't on the snake. The two green cells, I'm using green to be not snake, are a 9 and an 8. This one isn't a 9, it's an 8. And we get a 9 in one of those two cells because that cell sees them. And therefore the other green is in those. These are purple. We've either got an N or a U in the central box for the 7. Now, this 4 needs a 9, 8, 7 to go with it. Ah, and these can't be 9 or 8. One of them must be on the snake. So one of them's a 7. Ah, I was going to say this can't be the 8, 9, but actually it could be because the snake could end here. There are ends of this snake. I have to bear that in mind because it's very tempting to think the snake goes through every box. But there is a head and a tail to be identified. Oh, this 4 has to be 4, 9, 8, 7. So that 9's on the snake. This isn't on the snake because of it would branch. I don't think. Yeah, the snake can't come here to this cell in this box because it would be touching the 5 diagonally, so that's green. And it can't come here because you can't fill those with 8, 7 because of that 7, so that's green. So, oh, and you can't fill any 2 of these. Oh, that's lovely. You can't fill any 2 of them because they either make a 2 by 2 box, which is impossible on the snake. It's not snaking then. Or if you fill in those 2 or those 2, the snake branches. So it must be 8, 7 in a sort of offset X-wing. The 8 will be down here, the 7 will be up here, and they'll be in different columns. And having said that, I've kind of shot my bow. Oh, I'm just wondering, maybe I should do some Sudoku. There's a 5 in one of those cells, 6 in one of those, 5 in one of those, 5 in one of those. This central column, 5, 6, 9, 8, 2. Oh no, I don't know quite what to do with the rest of that. 7 is either there or there, but I'm not going to pencil mark that. Maybe there wasn't much Sudoku to do, so I'm glad I haven't stuffed up by not doing enough of that. Oh, 7 actually is in one of those two as well. I should actually have begun by congratulating Liverpool on their win in the FA Cup yesterday. It wasn't the way I like a match to finish, and it wasn't the way my son wanted it to finish, but well done to Simon's team. Had a lovely day at Wembley anyway, until then. Right, now, this 4 needs 9, 8, 7, doesn't it? Can this come out there? And then stop. Oh, in this box, 8 and 7 is possible. No, 7 is not possible. 8 is too big to be the 28th sum. There'd only be one cell outside the 8, and that can't be 17. 7 is okay if 8 and 9 are outside it, or outside the 17, but how would that work? That 8 would have to be outside the 17. It would have to look like that, and that would touch this snake. So no, 7 is not the number. 5 is the number on the snake, which 5 is quite an annoyingly not very, like, it doesn't help us decide much. Ah, but here, maybe it does. One of these is a 7. Now, I suppose it could be there. Oh, bother. Now, can this snake do that? No, because it's not getting 4 cells here then. Yes, this is the way it comes out of the box. The way into the box can't be here because you won't get 4 cells. So that's green. This one's green because of where it sits. It can't get to this cell in 4 cells. So they're all green. Now it can only use one of these. So it must come up to the top row. And it must it either exits the box or finishes in this cell, I think. It's got to be 4 cells long. Yeah, it has to. It has to finish there. That, I was going to green that, but I don't know. This is 8 or 9. Actually, it is an L, just as this must be a S tetromino one way or the other. This is an L tetromino one way or the other. If it's that way, we go 8, 9, 7. If it's this way, well, we have 7 in the middle. I don't know then. Okay. Right. Can this be on the snake? Actually, no, it can't. Because if it was a corner, that would touch the snake in the central box illegally. The only way for it not to be purple and not break with that is by running round here, and you're not allowed that because the snake passes through every box exactly once. We have to make the 28 total in box 8. Impossible. So that's green as well. So this 5, does it come out of the trouble is it could end in this box. It could end like that. There's something I haven't understood, isn't there, about the middle box. If that is the shape of the snake, then the snake... okay, here's a thought. We know that it's 5 or 6 up here. 3 isn't enough to do 28. 5 or 6 is the length of the snake up here. So the snake must obviously go from box... It must come out of box 5. So it either goes into box 2 or down into box 8. Let's say it goes down into box 8. It must then do 5 or 6 cells in the next box. Now in box 8 it would have to be 5. So it would go something like this. Then it would... Yeah, then it's going to have to end in box 9, isn't it? Because it's going to snake around the grid somehow and end down here. And if it comes out this way, which is fine, it's going to end in box 7. I see. Yes, wherever it goes, right, it describes a path through the boxes. Something like that. There are 4 possibilities, I think. It can go into box 2 and go left. It can go into box 2 and go right. It can go into box 8 and go left, go into box 8 and go right. But then it always ends in one of these 4 corner boxes and not in these. So these are pass-through boxes. Is that possible? Yes, you could go up here, but I don't think then you can... Oh, it could finish in this box again. Bother. Okay, that is possible. I was about to rule it out. What about here? This is a pass-through box. So it comes up into box 3. Yes, we can use this 6 now. That 6, I've been worried about not shading those purple because the 6 could be an end. And the 6 looks like it could still be an end like that. That would be one way of doing it. But, we have touched our snake naughtily there. So that is not how this 6 works. I think it has to be like that. Now that doesn't mean this isn't an end, but it does mean this is the shape in the box. Yeah, we can't come up to there. We'd never get the 6 done. So we have to go right or left. If we went left, we'd have to go round there. I've just proved that doesn't work, so it is that. Yeah, that's right. Now, is this an end? Because, yeah, then we would be starting by going up here. No, remember, this is a 5 or 6. That is quite a few cells. You can't come up here. Oh, nearly, actually. Right, you could do that 5 and move on round here, but you'd have touched the snake. Also, this can't get up to this corner because it would touch either that end or that end, where that end is. So we don't go up to box 2 and finish here. Well, yeah, we don't go around this way and finish here. So that's not a finish. So we are joining box 2 and box 3 accordingly. And I think, no, I was going to say I think we're joining them with this end, but that's not necessarily. Oh, crikey. Oh, this is complicated and beautiful. Right. I've got it, I think. Okay, if this was an N shape here, these would all be green. Now, how could this fulfill its 5 or 6 and carry on into box 1? Well, it could get 5 like that and still be a viable snake, but the 5 wouldn't be on the snake, and it has to be then. That's beautiful. So this is not an N shape. This is a U shape. One of these is an end, I think. Let me just figure that one out. This is now 9, and that's not. These are green, because the snake would otherwise touch it. So, oh, this 5 is either an N shape or a U shape slightly differently. So these are all purple. Now up here, I think, yes, this is where we can't start that way and achieve 5 or 6 and come out here. So that's the end. That's green. That's actually green as well for the end. This is a head here. That's purple. This is going to have to join up here. So that's purple. Oh, it's going to have to be 5 because of the number, because sort of the bishop's colours. If you start on that cell, you can't get to this cell in 6. It just doesn't work. So 5's on the snake and is the colour. That doesn't mean 6 isn't on the snake. It could go through there. Right, but these, all of these are not on the snake. So this 5, which is where it ends, this is where the tail is either a C or a backwards C. So all of those are purple. One of these 2 cells is the tail. That's not on the snake. Now down here, that's become green. We can't put 9 or 8 there. So those are purple. Green, green, purple. This is a 5, so it can't end in that cell because that would be 4 or 6 away. So it ends in that cell. So that's green. Now this 5 we know goes across the top as a result. That's purple. So just like up here, 1 purple cell to complete. That's purple. Actually, that's purple. These are green. Oh, but we don't know the number in this box. Right, let's do some Sudoku. Surely we can do some Sudoku. Yes, we've got 9, 8, 7 as a triple here. So 7 in the middle, 8 or 9 there. Ah, these can't be 6 5s. That's a 2 3 pair. 5 6 there. So now we know where 5 goes in box 3, where the green cells have to add up to 45 minus 28 is 17. So these 2 add up to 12. Bother. 8 4 or 9 3. Now in this box we've got 6 and we've only got 3 other cells to make another 22. Has to be 9 7 6. I know that from doing lots of killers. That's a 7 as it sees the others. And a 6 9 pair. This is 3 4 8 as a triple. Middle column 1 or 4, 1 or 3. Oh, useless triple. Chocolate teapot time. Now we've used the 28 total here. Once we get that down to 12, we haven't done it here. 13 already done. We need another 15 in 3 cells. Ah, we must use 9 because otherwise 6 4 3 is the maximum. That's not enough. So we're using a 9, and there's a 9 in one of those 2. Therefore, the 9 on purple is in one of those 2 cells. Actually, it's 9 4 2. Because we can't have 9 5 1, and that 2 says that 9 4 2 can't be in those 3 cells, so the 2 is here and is purple, and this is 9 4, and actually we know the order now, and that is green and not 9. In fact, no, I don't know what it is. Oh yes, I do. I've got a 3 in one of those boxes, so it is a 1, one of those cells. In fact, 3 6 I can do because I've got this 5 6 pair. Now I've got 9 3 down here. This is 4 8. This is a 2 at the top. This is a 1-3 pair. This is a 7-9 pair. Wow, this is so clever. I love how these puzzles come together. Now, can 6 be on the line? It either goes this way, 11, 14. No, those would add up to 14, and they can't be 9, 5 or 8, 6 because of where 5 and 6 are. So that's green. It's not on the snake. The snake is very perpendicular up here. Now, these 3 have to add up to 20. They can't be 8, 7, 5, so they must have a 9 and another 11, which can't be 9, 2, 6, 5 or 8, 3. So those are 9, 7, 4. And now we know about the chocolate teapot triple down the middle. Oh man, it's all coming. 4, 7, 9. Oh, this 9 has seen that. 6, 9. So that's the 9. That's a 7, 4 pair. I don't think I can do them. 2, 8 pair there. That 1 has sorted out 3 and 1. Ah, I can't do the other pairs. Right, what have we got in the middle? 1, 2, 6. Don't know anything about those almost. 4, 5 here. I do know about those. And they don't do anything. Ah, okay, so I'm going to have to look across at the left-hand boxes. So I've got 1, 2, 9 set there. 4, 5, 6 here. That one's not 5, that's not 4. 3, 7, 8 down here. I don't know the number for this box, and I still 8's in one of those, 7's. I think this snake zigzags up either that way or that way. I don't even know how to tell. So what about down here? Box 7. This could be a 6 like that, or a 5 that ends there. Now what would the 6 total be? 8, 7, 3 is 18. You'd need another 10 in those cells, and that can't work because 9 would bust it up here, and if you put 1, 2 up there, you'd need a 7 here. Brilliant. Okay, so it's not 6. So we're going to put a 5 on this. We need a purple 5. That's going to have to be in this cell because the other candidate for 5 is green. There we go. Now, we're going to finish in this cell because of the count of 5. We can't finish there anymore. Right, so we know the rest of the snake going up. It's zigzagging like that. We've got the tail is there. We've come up to here, so that's green. Now, what's the totaling going? Oh, I can fill in 8 and 7. That might help. 8. It gives, hang on, let's do Sudoku. Never miss a chance to do a bit of Sudoku, because I'm not Simon, who dislikes doing Sudoku while he's doing Sudoku. You know what I mean. Now, what about here? 5 there. We need another 23. Is there a way of working? Oh, hang on. That can't be. Oh, this can't be 9. Ah, so that's small. Oh, well, that's getting interesting. So if you had 3 here, 3 and 8 is 11, plus 5 is 16, plus the maximum here is 2 is 18. You can't get to 28, so we're not using 3 there. 8, 7, 5 is 20. This is either 2, 6 or 1, 7, which it can't be in either direction. So it's 2, 6. 28, yeah, that's right. And now we know all of the silly snake and where it goes. It's done. Those can't be 2s. This is a 3. This is a 4, and that ought to be enough. There's a naked 1. 4, 7 here. Oops. Right, those add up to 16. These have to add up to 12 without being 5, 7 or 4, 8. They are 3, 9. And I think we must have enough information to carry on now. It looks good. It looks good. 8, 7. This is a very clever idea for a puzzle. I mean, you know, 28 has to be the number once you have these 7s and 4s in. It's so clever, and it's really clean in many ways. Right, that 2 is doing all the things we couldn't do before. 4, 7, that's the top 3 boxes done. That's not a 1, so 1 is here. 5, 6, 2, 6, yes, that's going to do it. We get 2 and 3, 5, 3, and this should finish. Oh, let me just flash that 5. And this is a 2, and that is the solution to That's Some Slithering, which is a great name and a great puzzle. That was really interesting. Very clever stuff from Andreas V. Are green and purple the Slytherin colours? I honestly don't remember. Sorry, but that would be appropriate if they were. Anyway, an absolute pleasure to do Andreas V's puzzle here, and thank you for watching at all, and watching this one especially. Hope to see you again soon. Bye for now. Oh, that's the wrong thing. Sorry, try that again. Bye for now.